Hi everyone, it's Terry from my ketogenic family again, and I'm going to try to show you how I make my keto refried beans. I started out using Maria Emmerich's keto refried beans, and I'll try and add a link to that recipe on here. But now I just kind of throw everything in the pan together and make beans for my family. So let's see if we can get through this. This chorizo. It's instead of the bacon. You can use bacon, but I prefer chorizo. This one's made locally here in town. It's the only one I like, and it has one carb and no ingredients that I don't approve of. So that's why I use that. And then I use a good sized eggplant. So what I'll do is I'll cut the casings off of these chorizos and cook them at medium heat until they're cooked through. They'll release some of their oils, and that's exactly what we want so that we can cook the eggplant in that. You want to cut the eggplant up so that it cooks quick. So what you want to do is cut it up into tiny cubes. It's probably easier to peel with a knife than a vegetable peeler. I don't know. Some people actually eat the peel. I do not, and it doesn't help with my making it look like beans. It's got to look like beans in order for my family to believe it. So I like to take all the peel off, and then we're just going to chop it up into tiny little cubes. Ooh, that's too much. So you get rid of the peel. Probably don't handle the knife the way I'm handling it. And then you just cut it up into slices. I do thin-ish slices, and then I go back and I cut them into smaller cubes. So about that size. Whoops, I just lost one, I think. Once you get it all cubed up, your chorizo is cooked, you're just gonna drop the eggplant and the spices into your pan and let it simmer for a little bit. So let's go check on that chorizo and see where we're at. Once the chorizo is cooked up and it's got lots of extra moisture in there, then you can start adding the eggplant into it. And I just drop it in there. So I drop it in there, add some pepper. This is where while you're cooking up the chorizo, you could also add like onions and jalapeno. I also add a little bit of Redmond salt. This is actually Redmond's garlic salt. And then I stir it up so that it gets all mixed up and starts to cook down. This process will take a few minutes. So once it's all stirred up, I like to let it sit on low for about 15 minutes or so to cook up. So once I cook it all up, this is what it looks like. The eggplant has cooked down and softened, and you could actually just serve it like this, but I really want mine to look like beans. So what I'll do next is I'll blend it up with the immersion blender. Here's my immersion blender. You want this tool. And I used to use a smaller pot or a saucepan, a fry pan, but now I try to use this higher pot because when you start to blend, it tends to spit up at you. So let's hope for the best. You can tell it's already starting to look like beans as soon as it starts to blend up. But you can also see it's that once the beans are cooked up, I like to take a little small piece of queso fresco and crumble it up and just add it to the top of the beans or your faux beans so that they actually have more of a Mexican bean appearance. It also gives it some extra flavor. So that's it. Super easy to make, super quick, comes together, and you've got beans.